What is it like being a Jamaican in North Dakota? Hi, I'm Xavier Murphy, the founder of Jamaicans.com. And today in Jamaicans to the World, I talk to Gail Gilmore, a Jamaican living in North Dakota, USA. Hi, Gail, how are you?
Hi, Xavier. I'm fine. And thank you so much for having me on your platform.
We have so much to get into. North Dakota. Oh my gosh. All right. But let's back up a little bit, get some background here. Which part of Jamaica are you from?
I'm from Kingston, Jamaica, Xavier.
Okay. So, which part of Kingston?
Rockford. Rockford.
All right.
Yes.
And are you representing a high school?
I used to attend a private high school in Jamaica.
Okay.
Um, the name of it was Walgrove College.
Okay.
It still existed. It was a long time.
So, tell me, you moved to America from Jamaica. What was the biggest culture shock for you?
Jamaica is a small island, and moving from a small island, coming to the United States of America, it was like, oh my God. So America was, to see the different culture, different people, and especially the when I have to like move from one place to another. Transportation system for me was a subway. When I have to like you know, go on the subways. I was like, oh my God, there's no subways that, in Jamaica. The
You're
people
taking the minibus, the minibus is our subway.
and the fast pacing movement of the people, just going so fast. And it was really,
All right.
going on.
So it sounded like, because you're in North Dakota,
Yes,
no, it sounded like your first move was to somewhere else.
yes, yes. I
So
was
was that New York, Philadelphia? I'm trying to think of places that have subway. So where was the first move?
The first move was New York City.
Okay.
Yes.
So now you're living in New York City. How do you come about moving from the biggest city in with tons of people, tons of activity, to North Dakota? Tell us that journey.
Yes. Well, that journey, actually, it was my youngest son who came to North Dakota first. And he came here, he went to college and everything. And he was living here for quite some time in North Dakota. And then he called me one day and he said, Mom, you would love it here. Come to North Dakota. Get away from the busy hassle and everything. It's more laid back here. You will love it here, more quieter, more greener. So I said, okay, I will give it a tryout and see if I would like it.
So had you visited him a couple times
My son,
before?
I never visit him. I just pack up and just come.
So did you drive across the country and just
Well, I just ship my stuff down, pack up, and ship my all my stuff down to North Dakota, and then I take the airplane because
right?
it's very far. So it's like 2 flights in.
All right. So it's far. I
Yes,
also know it is cold.
very cold.
Compare it to New York. What would you say? Because I know with New York you have these buildings. When you go between these buildings and that wind lick you, you
Yes.
know.
Wow. I'm telling you, New York is much warmer than North Dakota. We can go up sub-zero, -30, -4. It's really extreme, harsh weather here in North Dakota, and
All
it's
right.
it's it's challenging. It's not easy. The weather is not easy.
so when folks there hear that you are Jamaican, what is the typical response or the typical questions you get?
What are you doing here? Say, I'm from Jamaica. Oh, why do you leave Jamaica? That tropical sunny island come to all the way here to not cold North Dakota. So that's most of the question they always ask. They always like, you know, sounds very fine to see me, a Jamaican living in North Dakota.
Wow.
Hmm.
Wow. So where do well, let me back up a little bit because I was gonna ask where you get your Jamaican fix, but you are the Jamaican fix there
Yeah.
because you're the one that you have a Jamaican food catering service. Tell us a little bit about that and how did that get started?
Um, my dream from a little girl, I always like cooking. And in Jamaica, you know, typical Jamaican home, your parents, especially my mom, she will always make sure we learn how to cook. So that was my dream coming up. And then when I came here in North Dakota, I was there was no Jamaican food actually. And I was like, when people ask me, you're from Jamaica, they ask about the food and stuff like that. So it give me, it's my passion. So it give me that desire to go out and try to get the food and start cooking. And I used to start cooking for like my coworkers and stuff like that and friends. And they were like, open a restaurant, Gail, because you're good. We love the Jamaican food. We love, you know, because a lot of them visit tourists. They visit Jamaica a lot. So they always want Jamaican food. So I tried, you know, cook it and they like it and it gave me the push to go out there. Mhm.
Okay.
Yes.
So you're getting you're catering now, but I'm hoping in a year or so we'll hear that Gail has her Jamaican restaurant in North Dakota, right?
Yes. Yes.
So I have I'm just nosy, curious. So where you get your, if you're doing curry goat, where would you get curry goat from?
Actually, I have to. It's like in the cities, in Minneapolis, it's more
Okay,
more diverse, more. So you have like Caribbean depots, you know,
okay,
grocery shops there. So I went there and get my stuff.
okay. All
Yes.
right. So you have to travel to go get your supplies.
Yes, like 3.5 hours from Chicago to the cities. So,
So what is a typical food like in North Dakota? I know people think this is America and everybody loves pizza and hot dog and whatever else, but we some states are a little different in terms of what people would typically eat.
right. Over here, North Dakota is like country, and they love their meat a lot, and they do a lot of ice fishing. They love their fish. You know, they go to the lakes, and they do a lot of fishing all year round. When the weather is nice, they go by the lakes. They do a lot of fishing, like salmon and wale. You know, those
Okay.
freshwater lake fish. Yes.
So lake fish
Yeah.
is one of the kind of the top meals you'd say people have there. They go out and fish. What no, and again, I've never been to North Dakota. I'm just asking. I could be making some stereotypical, things here. Are they going on like a frozen lake and cutting a hole in the ice and put their fishing line in there? Is it that type of experience you're talking about?
Yes, they do. Yes, they do that. They go on the frozen, lake.
Right.
They do the ice fishing.
So have you gone out and done that?
No, not me.
Gail, you have to be advent. I mean, I know it's cold and everything, but maybe one time you may have to head out there and do it. Have,
I'll try one of these days, but
have have you had a neighbor invite you or a friend invite you to go ice fishing with them?
not really.
Okay, all right, all right. So Have you found any other Jamaicans, Caribbean people out there?
Very
And I know the state is big,
yeah.
so I don't expect you to know all the Jamaicans in the state, but maybe you encountered, a couple that were near you live or so on.
A couple of yes, I encountered a couple of Jamaicans there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a lot.
So what's the cost of living like?
North Dakota, the cost of living in North Dakota is very good. The economic, is very good. It's livable, affordable housing. Uh, North Dakota is a good place to live.
All right. All
Yes.
right. So what advice would you give anybody who's thinking of moving to North Dakota?
Well, I will tell them, come to North Dakota. Don't be afraid to venture out, take risks. I know the weather is really can get harsh weather here, but if you prepare yourself mentally and for it, you can come here and have a good life. There are opportunities here.
Okay.
And yes.
All right. Now, what do you kind of touched on it a little bit, but what do you particularly like? Is there an attraction there? Is it just the layout, the country? Is it the friendliness of the people? What do you particularly love about North Dakota?
I love the landscaping. There's a lot of land, vast land. If you're driving on the country road, you see all those nature. You get to see the animals like cows, horses, rivers, lakes, especially coming from Jamaica, when you look up in the sky, you could see the stars, starry skies. Here in North Dakota, you can see the Milky Way, the starry skies, the beautiful sunshine. Everything is nice.
Awesome. Moose, deer, all of that.
Yes.
So you're close to nature, very
Yes.
close to nature. So what do you miss about Jamaica?
Wow. I miss a lot of things, I miss the culture, the vibes, the energy of the people.
Okay.
Yes. Jamaica is beautiful, rivers, beaches, food.
Right.
Yes.
So here's a scenario. You get off the plane, you fly from North Dakota, probably going to have to make a stop in New York or somewhere before you head to Jamaica. You get off the plane in Jamaica. What is that first thing that you're doing? It may be, I'm going to this place to take a dip, or I am going to eat this food, or I'm going to visit this place. What would that be?
It will be very good, because the first thing I would just want my food. My ackee, my saltfish, my roast yam, and my nice Jamaican fishes from the snapper fish and the parrot fish and all those things.
All right. So food is what you would be going for.
Yes.
So the fish, the escovitch that you're making up there, is it snapper or is it like
It's snapper. It's the old snapper.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'm just checking because I hear you say snapper, and I know it tastes better in Jamaica. That's all. So is there any type of cultural events that happen there in North Dakota that you enjoy, that kind of reaches out? I know there's not a big Caribbean community, so I can't expect a Caribbean event, but any cultural events that happen in your area there in North Dakota?
There's not a lot of Caribbean people here, yes, as what you just said, Xavier, but there's a lot of country music here. I love country music as well. And you don't get the typical reggae or those Caribbean rhythm.
Genres.
Yes,
Okay.
right.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, a lot of people be surprised how Jamaicans love country music. A lot of us grew up. I remember having an uncle with the 8-track tape who
Mhm.
used to play Glenn Campbell and all quite a few other country artists. So
Yes.
I guess you will probably go to a country music event and enjoy yourself.
Not really, not really, not really. But I was just listening to them at home, or
Right.
yes.
All right. Well, Gail, listen, thank you for spending some time with us, telling us about your experience in North Dakota. Where can we find information on your catering? Somebody from North Dakota or the surrounding area may say, "Oh, I'd love for you to cater, or help with an event." Where can they find information on your catering business?
They can Google me and go on Gail's Jamaican Kitchen.com.
Okay.
Yes, the
All right.
information is there.
Gail's Jamaican Kitchen.com. All right. Gail, thank you again. And listen, stay warm up there in North Dakota.
Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Xavier. Yes.
Show some love now. Hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell. That way you don't miss a video.